Yo, what's up? What's up? This your boy, Mr. SmokeFella, man. We back on this Saturday morning. Man, top of the morning to you. It's been kind of crazy for me because I've been working my real job, uh, setting up the podcast. I've been doing a lot of stuff today, man. It was just crazy. But I'm here, like I'm always here, with my crew because we got some things to talk about, especially we finna get into last night's debacle at the Laker Memphis game. But man, I don't even know where this cat is at. He's always somewhere, but I think he down in D Town. But we finna bring in my man KDL 33.
What is happening? What is happening? How y'all doing this Saturday morning? I'm actually in Houston, Texas.
I know you
Having a
was
good
somewhere
time
in
with
the
my
T.
people. Yeah, Texas, baby. About 60 degrees. But it's all good. Let's go. I'm ready. I'm here for
Oh,
duty.
you had to get that shot in. Well,
Hmm.
hey, I don't anybody out there that know me. I put a post out there said, "Come on, 21st." I couldn't wait till the 21st of January because Capricorn season is now over.
Actually,
Sorry
I did
out
it
there
on the
to the
19th.
other. Hey, the other Capricorns that's out there, I got no issues or concerns with y'all. It's this man right here on the screen with me. Cause he party. Soon as Capricorn season come in, he start. And it's
Like, what's wrong with that?
I, I'm starting not to like green bottles just cause of Mickey. let me
Come on, man.
let me get my other boy in here because I'm sure he gonna agree with me. Man, it's 5 o'clock somewhere. Lucky Lefty, do you agree with me or not?
Good morning, good morning, good morning. And yes, we survived another Capricorn season. Damn,
Hey, man. Just
we
trying to make sure
survived.
everybody have a good time. That's all. Y'all
Yeah,
come
well,
along for the ride every year. It's all good.
definitely, definitely. We survived again though. But y'all know how we do it, man. Good morning. Of course, it's 5 o'clock somewhere. I got a little coffee in my whiskey, and I'm ready to get it cracking. Oh, and next week we're gonna start our new segment. Where's Kevin? Whoever guess, whoever guess where Kevin is that week will get a prize.
Hey, man, Gandy finna jump on the grill after this show. Texas style. We doing a brisket.
Oh,
Oh,
Jesus.
man,
Again.
that sounds good shit.
Yes,
Well,
sir.
you know what? Y'all should have had it going already.
Had to do the show. Don't
All
worry
you gotta
Right.
about it.
do it. It's like that
Don't worry
commercial.
about it.
Set it
We got
and
all
forget
day,
it.
baby.
Well, man, like I said in the intro, hadn't had this plan when we were doing notes and stuff for the show and all of that stuff, getting it in, what we was gonna discuss. But the Lake Show never does us wrong, baby. They give us what we need every week. My
And
man,
they won the game,
Shannon
son.
Sharp.
Let's start there.
Shannon Sharp. Sideline on at the game, gets in it into with damn near the whole Memphis Grizzlies squad. But Kev, this your home. I'm gonna let you go on here and talk about it, man. What was your thoughts as you was watching?
We watched it live. We didn't know what was going on. Everybody in the shop looked like, is that Shannon Sharp? And then all I saw, somebody pointed to the TV. All I saw is big Steven Adams walking over there. And Shannon ain't back down though. Shannon was still, they ushered him out. Steven Adams coming over there. And they know what happened. Saw Jai Daddy jump in at the end, said his little piece. Now he ain't walked towards him. Said his little piece from his seat. Hey man, look,
Hey, listen.
the money hit on it earlier. You're a LeBron fan, I get it, bro. It's all love. Oh, come on, man. Like you're a public figure, bro. Like you have a show. And if you think your boss is called Skip about his tweet, oh, I'm sure they called you. I'm sure they called you last night or this morning. Hey, dude. And they'll suspend you before they'll suspend Skip. So calm down, Shannon. I like Shannon. Well, come
Those
on,
are
man.
facts.
Come on
Those
now.
are
Man,
facts.
come on, bro.
But like you referenced when Steven Adams walked over there. Now he a big boy. Now I got to give it to Shannon Sharp. He showed no fear.
Nah,
Either if he was like I'm committed already, so it got to go down. So he wasn't backing down.
Going
But
back and down.
somebody mentioned in here he had on a Christmas sweater. That Christmas sweater was like the sweater that brother man put on Martin's. It was tight as hell.
Look,
But I gotta say this, man, Lefty,
What?
before you come in, I said this last year when the Grizzlies was playing Golden State. They talk a lot of trash, man. Not to have done anything, man. They talk a lot of the trash and they jog gritty in and and anytime anybody get into it, Ja is running over there running his mouth. You a superstar in the league now. You don't run over there, you're gonna get your teeth knocked out.
But they protect him
mhm.
though. If you notice his teammates, like if you foul Ja, his teammates run over there, like they protect him. Now he run off at the mouth, true. But they protect him. Like they don't, you know what I mean? Like I agree with you. They talk a lot and they need to be humble. That's when Golden State beat them, like, hey man, y'all are the Grizzlies. Y'all know that, right? Like this it's levels. So they just need to be humble. I like them, dog. They're young, they kind of like them. And they keep the group together, they'll probably do something one day. But humble yourself, man. Y'all didn't even
Lefty,
make the
what's your
Western
thoughts
Conference
on it, man?
Finals, bro. Right? But Golden State was like that too. They was young whippersnappers trying to beat the big boy. Like, so I get it. But come on, man, y'all ain't won enough.
No, Memphis a little, they real reckless with their mouth. They talk a lot of trash. Like you said, especially Ja, he a buck 05 and dripping wet. And I that's the part that kind of you want to like them, but then sometimes they antics. You like, come on, dude. Like like you said, y'all ain't even done nothing yet. But we can now rename Shannon with the shits sharp because he was with it last night. And the fact was, from my understanding, and I read a little bit what Ben was telling us earlier that whatever he said to Dylan, and Dylan turned around was like "F you," and that's when Shannon like snapped, like hold on. It went from trash talking on the sideline to which in that case to me, Dylan shouldn't have responded. You in the game, he on the sideline. You can't respond to every fan. So that falls on him. But Shannon on the other side though, represent Fox Sports player. Don't lose your job trying to
Hey,
don't lose your job
hey,
being a LeBron fan because I'm pretty sure LeBron ain't gonna pay your salary.
I
So
will say you speaking from experience. Because when that old lady hit you with that cane,
facts. We got
you
we got
did
to
not
know.
retaliate. She was about 75, but she
She
did
she
rap you with that cane.
she was still gonna get that work. I don't care how old you are.
But
Swing on me, I'm gonna
but
get
check
you.
this out. Check this out, y'all. In Dylan's defense, if he's like right, like say if it was a dead ball or something, and he's right there, and Shannon says something, he has every right to react. Now
But
he should.
Shannon's on the other side of the court. Dylan was walking back toward the bench.
Oh, I thought he was close in earshot of Shannon. For
No,
him to say
well
"F
that
you," he must have
but
said something
Well,
the
it
play
probably was
that
during the
Dylan
play.
heard.
It was
Shannon
probably
Sharp was
during the
sitting
play of the
on,
game.
right,
It was probably during the play of the game when Dylan
right.
can hear him in
That was
earshot,
on
but
that
he
side.
Yeah,
was
He
he had to
probably
be
talking
was
in
on the other
earshot.
side.
right. But when Dylan was walking off, he was going towards the bench. So regardless, I mean, you can't respond, to every fan, regardless whether they famous or not. Trash talk was going on all the time. I mean, we saw it, the infamous Spike Lee, Reggie Miller. They used to go at Spike Lee all the time. Saw
Yeah,
Scotty go at him, Mike,
yeah. But
everybody
Spike
hated
used to
Spike
be run
Lee.
off at the mouth too, though.
Spike
But
run up with the mouth.
Spike
But I
did
don't
it
think it
with
ever got to
respect.
the, yeah, when you start getting to the, FUs and all that, you know what I'm saying? And
But then,
Shannon with the shits and I think he tired of getting punked too. The skip and punked him on TV like 2, 3 times. So I guess he tired of getting punked.
Hey,
Y'all ain't
Lefty,
gonna keep punking me, man.
those are amazing facts right there.
He gonna show somebody what them muscles do.
but
That
at
boy
the
been
Right.
same
talking.
time, now let's switch the responsibility for him. If you talk to the players has every right to respond to you.
Mm-hmm.
You as a fan, hey man, chill out. You talked about him, he talked about you, let it go. What you jumping all up for? What you gonna run on the court? Like, he got to show some responsibility too. Just because you paid a ticket, brother, don't mean you can talk to the players like they anybody. You can't do that.
Well, telling somebody
I'm coming from the players. I'm coming from the players' perspective on this note. You can't just run off at the mouth and say anything you want because the players can't come hit you. Can't do that. Players have every right to run right back at you.
From my understanding, all Shannon said was, "You too small."
Yeah,
like,
it was something
to that extent. Right, you too small to guard Bron. It wasn't no get your garbage ass. It wasn't nothing like that. You know what I'm saying?
Why you just automatically say F you then?
Huh?
Because that's what Dylan triggered that. Because Dylan said, you know, F you, and he said, what? F me. And that's when it went left.
It escalated, yeah.
It went straight Keith House, Millhouse mode.
But what you jumping up for, Shannon? Sit on down, man. Man, you got a shot in and walked off. That man is doing his job. Right?
Told you, Skip and punked him the last month on that show. He tired of it. You know, Shannon been throwing hay since he was 3 years old. That's a strong country boy there.
No, he wasn't. Hey, to his credit. Like, you see the size difference with Steven Adams, Shannon wasn't going nowhere.
Well, it was the height. It was just the height.
It was the height.
They probably close, and they probably in the same weight class.
But I always said that Steven Adams was a goon for the mob in another life.
Definitely was a hitman. He definitely was a hitman.
Man, so
but man, they show Shannon still work out, man. Like,
yeah, he do.
Right.
Still,
right. He wasn't moving. But
he eating plates.
I bet y'all Fox makes him come on the air and apologize Monday morning.
I was just gonna go here. I can't wait till Monday. He's probably gonna, you know, he gonna settle it down and say, you know, I overreacted and all of that. I guarantee you.
Don't do that.
And if he was drinking Hennessy, you see why he did that. Hennessy do make you.
No, it's Laporte.
And you know, I'm gonna give a shout out to Tim Smith because he been going in. Lefty, he said you at Burger King. He said I got punked out at Dairy Queen the same way. Tim, man, we love you, bro. But guess what? I'm gonna see you on the other side. I'm gonna see you on the other side. Yeah. We got a fan out there. I don't know who this is. They say he not apologizing.
He will.
Fox gonna make him apologize.
No, it ain't gonna be to his doing. His boss gonna make him apologize.
Right.
He's a representative of Fox Sports. He's a public figure. Trust me.
Yeah. You can't. They're not gonna let that. They're not gonna let that fly. He's gonna have to address it.
Yep. So we'll see what comes about on this, man.
He probably not gonna apologize to Dylan or to Adams, but just
he's not gonna individually apologize. He's gonna apologize. He's a representative of Fox Sports. Right? He'll
behavior. Yeah. So, you know, NFL, we got the playoffs coming, but I want to start off by talking about the draft positions coming up in this draft because it's a lot of talk about who's going to be 1 through 10, right? So I was taking a look at it, and they got Will Anderson from Bama going 1. They got Jalen Carter from D-line from Georgia 2. Bryce Young at 3. Stroud at 4. You got another D lineman, Miles Murphy from Clemson at 5. And then they got Will Levis from Levis from Kentucky. At number 6. Now, what's kind of shocking to me, I've been hearing all the analysts talking about Will this, Will that, Will this. And I mean, dude only played 2 years, starting 2 years. And, you know, over the years, you have seen somebody like Bryce Young, Stroud dominate all year long. And then next thing you know, you got somebody that come late and they'll put them ahead of them too. Over the years, you got like Mac Jones.
Right. Well, because I think like what scouts look at, you know, they don't look at just the success of the team because usually like, of course, if you play for Bama and Ohio State, you're gonna have a squad. You know what I mean? So they look at there's other things they look at from mechanics to the throws they can make. It's they look at other things. So this kid from Kentucky, he's a big dude, 6'4". I think he like 6'4", 230, something like that, 220 something. Got a hell of an arm. Like I actually, when the draft starts, process, I go on YouTube and watch some of these guys' highlights. This dude can fling it. He big boy and he can move. So, you got the questions with Bryce Young with his size, only being 6 feet, like 170 something. Stroud, it was just a few questions about him, but I actually think Young should be behind both of them. I mean, but just looking at what I saw, the highlights and the tape of some of the things the scouts were talking about with them. That's why Indy is really pushing to move up to 1. They want that.
Hey, listen, as I was Googling Will, every time I see him in a picture, he was looking like this.
Yeah. Ready? Yeah.
He ready for the lights, baby. He ready for the lights. Caleb, what's your take on it, man?
So it'll shake it. Well, first of all, y'all know it depends on needs. It depends on who gonna trade for what, who gonna move up, move down, and that, and it depends on needs. But it'll all come out at the draft, the combine. They'll break down Bryce Young. They'll break down dude from Kentucky. They'll break down. You know what I mean? So it depends on who ends up where, like who come after the Bears pick. So I'm down here with the Texans, right? A guy walked in the shop with a Texans jersey and hat on. Now, first of all, I asked him, "You actually bought that?" But that's neither here nor there. But so he said, "We good. We don't need to trade up to number 1. We still gonna get a quarterback." I'm like, "Yeah, but you might not get the one you want. Let's say you go after Bryce Young, and let's say someone moves up to take him. What y'all got to call the Bears." He was like, "Bro, we good either way."
That is true.
And they good either way. And like you said, the dude from Kentucky, Bryce Young or Stroud. The knock on Young is he's too small. Like he's not a big dude. He's accurate. He's a good quarterback, but he's not a big dude. So they get to the combine and break him down. They're gonna start breaking him down in the combine. Well, his size, they do all that. So
outcome, man, they gonna start. Ooh, it get real ugly for some of the top players, and they start to drop.
Yeah, I mean, it is because, like you said, it's a whole process of putting film. They of course they do the numbers with the combines and all that, but for quarterbacks, I don't think combine numbers are really that big of a deal. It's more. I think they tape says more about them, and for me personally, what I saw, what I've been looking at YouTube and watching the highlights, Young is third. Young is third. I actually I like Stroud, then Will Levis, then Young. As far as size, arm, just enough mobility, but not really a running quarterback. They still pop. They all three of them pocket passes, and all three of them can move. So that's probably Stroud not as much. But I'm telling you, I can see why these NFL scouts like that kid from Kentucky. I see the highlights.
He's on the radar, but I'm gonna give you a sneaky dude, the dude from Georgia. So not Will Anderson, but it's another cat that played in the national championship.
Yeah,
he's projected like 7th or something like that. Like I said, it depends on needs. He don't now watch if he ball in the combine, like if he show speed and all that. Watch he shoot up. He coming off 2 national championships.
He got nowhere to go but up. To be honest,
coming off 2 national championships.
So if you get a chance, go on YouTube. They actually they compare Will Anderson to Jalen. What's his last name from Georgia? D lineman.
Yeah.
They did a comparison, and it was pretty good, man. This cat broke everything down, like they technique, they moves. I would be a little skeptical of Will Anderson after watching that.
Well, Miles Murphy ain't bad either from Clemson.
Now, Miles Murphy may end up
so y'all know
Will Anderson
they're gonna break him down speed wise. They're gonna break him. Y'all know they're gonna break him down combine.
Now Will Anderson is small for a DN, and he really can't be like an outside linebacker because he's not good at coverage. But his rush technique is kind of wild. So they show he overruns a lot of sacks. He misses a lot of sacks as well. So it was like, I'm telling you, get a chance, go on and check it out. That big kid from Georgia, that 3 technique, that boy's the truth. That
I know.
dude
I was
is off
watching
the
the
ball.
national championship.
That boy
Hey,
off the ball is explosive. He big.
Yeah.
He can, man, he's
hey,
a
he
problem.
kind of like the
That
dude,
boy's a problem.
or from Blindside in the movie, where he
Mhm.
had dude by the and pushed him and threw him out of bounds. Talking about it was time for him to go home, coach.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But Will Anderson could, if they don't have to clean up his technique a lot. Like even he only got like 2 moves, and you going up against NFL left tackles, man. I don't know.
Right,
He
right.
could be a
You
bust,
gotta have more moves in your repertoire
right? And you
with these
already
cats in the
small,
league.
and he'll be an undersized DN as well. So if as a Bears fan, I want the kid from Georgia. I
So
I,
check this
I
out,
want
man.
the kid from Georgia.
Well, you
We did Black Monday Part 1 last week. So we had Black Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday Part 2. So the Chargers,
But these
Stadium
coordinators
safe.
getting fired now.
All the coordinators and the staff, Joe Lombardi and other people on the staff, gone. You got the Ravens. Greg Roman resigned. Yeah, okay. Okay. They did you a solid and said, hey, we're gonna part ways. You resign so it don't look bad on your resume. Then you had Dolphins firing they DC Josh Bauer that was there for 3 years. They had a great defense. You gotta go. And the big win, Brian Leftwich, Bucks, out of here. Lefty, I'll let
Some
you start this.
somebody got to take the fall. That's all it comes
Facts.
down to. Somebody
Facts.
somebody got to take the fall. The Chargers, it was a no-brainer, which somebody definitely had to go down after that debacle. Byron Leftwich, I feel like got a bad rep, man. Like the offense between the injuries, not being able to run the ball, it's just so many things. Like, wasn't he like the hottest coaching candidate out there last year? Head coaching
Man,
candidate
right. He
to
was up
get
for a job
fired
last.
this year.
last 3 years his name always comes up in the conversations.
Right. And now
Yeah.
now all of a sudden, he gets fired. Now the Bucks offense was horrible, but we'll talk about that more in Lefty's logic. But it's unfortunate he went down as well. The Dolphins DC, I think the same thing. It's like when you underperform, well, like you don't meet expectations, somebody got to go. It's not going to be the head coach, so like you can't bring everybody back. The Roman thing I didn't understand with Baltimore
Oh, I
because
understand that.
but he basically designed that offense for Lamar. Like
Lamar might have wanted him gone though.
yeah, but I mean he the one that came in and designed the offense for Lamar Jackson.
I get it.
So now with him, either he knows something, either he got some insight on something that's going on with the Lamar Jackson situation. I just didn't understand him walking away.
Well, me and Kev argued this week about this. So Kev, go ahead.
I think, my perspective, I think Lamar Jackson wanted him gone. They were making because think about it. They said he resigned. And all of a sudden there was a press conference. Oh, Lamar is our quarterback. Of course we want him here. We're back at the negotiating table, right? Which tells me that was a Lamar Jackson move. They ain't had no right to fire that man. What did he do wrong? Like you said, he designed everything for Lamar Jackson because the whole thing is designed around him. It's mighty funny they had a press conference right after he resigned. Just saying, that's the Baltimore situation. The Chargers, let me ask you this. As a head coach, how you fire all the coordinators and you still there? Make that make sense. So all the coordinators take the fall for y'all debacle, and the coach is still there. I don't understand it. I just don't get it. Like, he should have been fired. If you're gonna fire all the coordinators, you got to fire the coach because they're under him. He's the head dude. Make that make sense. I don't understand the Dolphins situation because that wasn't really their defense. They lost their quarterback. Like you run that back. Like I don't get that. But like you said, everybody got to take a fall. If Tom Brady looks bad, somebody got to take the fall.
Hey.
So Leftwich, goodbye. Even though you was a head coaching candidate for the last couple of years, and all of a sudden you're not good at offensive coordinator, so they're gonna fire you, which goes on his resume as a firing. That don't help him being a head coach.
Lefty, if this was an episode of Law and Order, it's a cover up. It's a cover up.
Going to my Law and Order SVU law degree.
Right. It's a cover up somewhere.
Watching the show.
But y'all know that ruins Leftwich's chances of ever being a head coach. I know that.
Well, but so I mean, on the bad side of that for him is that as soon as Bruce Arians is off the sideline, that offense looks shit. That offense was horrible.
So who really was the mastermind?
So you were just similar to the Matt Nagy, Andy Reid type situation. Also, you was just riding this coattail. You really
right. That's what it looks like.
That's what it looks like.
I think he'll
what about no offensive line, no running game? Is that his fault?
Yeah,
he'll get another job.
I'll give you that.
Somebody will pick him up. He'll be a quarterback's coach or something like that, and then he'll get another job.
Yeah, and he'll get another job as a coordinator.
But it does hurt his chances of the head coaching job, though.
Oh yeah,
it definitely hurts his chances of being a head coach.
Because, as they say, he stunk up the gym.
Now, I'm 100% with you on how did the Chargers coach survive, and the fact that we got to look at this. Sean Payton is out there. You know what he could do with Justin Herbert?
Sitting right there.
Oh my God! You know what he can do with Justin Herbert, Mike Williams, with those weapons.
Keenan Allen.
There be some inside stuff that they know about what Sean wants to do.
Well,
or what Sean doesn't want to do.
Supposedly, he's headed to Denver. Is what they're saying. But
yeah,
I don't really get that.
I think he's supposed to take an interview with Carolina too, if I'm not mistaken. He's supposed to take he's taking interviews with Houston.
He's taking interviews. So I really want to see how this plays out. This one will be one that we're going to continue to watch and talk about, man. But I want to get into, I got a question for you guys. Who we smoking with? All right. Out of the 6 remaining quarterbacks. Well, I'm gonna open it up a little bit more. If you were starting your franchise out of these quarterbacks I named, because they all played well this year, who are you smoking with? Josh Allen, Joe Burrow, Dak. I'm even gonna throw Brock Purdy in there. Jalen Hurts. Kev, I'm throwing your man in there, Daniel Jones. He had a hell of a year. Trevor Lawrence is starting to turn the corner and be that dude. Then you got Patrick Mahomes. If you starting your franchise out of those quarterbacks, who you going with, KDL? Who gonna be the man
starting the franchise?
Yeah. Who gonna be your franchise quarterback?
Well, I would go with Mahomes. But I would kind of go with Joe Burrow. Josh Allen, without Dable, is being exposed, brother. I'm not saying he's not good. He is good. He's reckless. He's reckless with the ball. He's reckless with his run. He's kind of being exposed. Not to say he's not good. There's a lot of stuff coming out that's looking at this dude, man. He's fumbling. He's throwing the ball away. He's carrying the ball with one hand, reckless, But it's safe if you get a man offensive line. Joe Burrow. I would go with Mahomes first, obviously, but Joe Burrow.
Lefty.
Yeah, same here. Mahomes, just based off the things that we've seen him do. You know, he's definitely a face of the franchise type guy. But man, I'm with you, kid. 1B, Joe Burrow. Man, I became a fan, dude. I didn't took my crow, extra fried hard, lemon pepper, mild sauce on it, all that. Man, Joe, I'm really, the more I'm watching him, I got a lot of respect for this dude because his line is trash.
Exactly.
Line is trash, man, and he sits in there, he takes hits, he's tough, he can make about any throw. Like I slept on Joe Burrow, man, but Mahomes and Burrow.
Well,
Ben went with the man 1 year, and all of a sudden he Negro down.
come on, man. Come on, man.
You went with him 1 year.
I
And
as
you were
a
right.
rookie,
You were right.
as a rookie, I was showing him love, and then he got hurt. And I said, if he comes back even at 80% of what he was, I said, watch out for this boy. And what happened? He took him to the bowl.
Now,
This year they started 0-3. They started 0-3 because he had he had that surgery. And what are they?
That appendix, wasn't it?
Yeah, that appendix.
Yeah.
They only lost 4 games.
Well, if they get a man an offensive line, man.
Well, let's not act like Joe Burrow don't have the best receiving core in the league and a hell of running backs.
Nah, I give you that.
Like he got weapons. Like dude he got weapons. My man got weapons. I mean, I like him
under the rest.
I'm not saying
78% of the time.
But what
Higgins,
what Mahomes is still doing, even after losing one of the top receivers in the league, and Tyreek Hill, and you know,
Lefty. Last year, Mahomes was getting exposed because that line was shitty.
Yeah, he had some issues.
Yeah, and what Kansas City do? Went right out and fixed
it.
Yeah,
facts.
right.
Those are facts.
Right.
Now, for some love, because they was like, okay, we got to do something about this line.
Yeah.
His scrambling yards was damn near 500 yards in the Super Bowl. He scrambled for 500 yards in that Super Bowl. That's ridiculous.
Now with turf toe on top of that.
Yeah.
Man had turf toe.
Right, he had the Julio Jones. Oh, my bad, Julio.
No, come on. Now Julio is hamstring central. Soft tissue. Every soft tissue injury is Julio.
Hey, you know what, Lefty? We finna turn this over to you. Let's go.
Lefty's Logic.
Good morning, good people. Welcome to another episode of Lefty's Logic. And today we're gonna give a shout out and a goodbye to Tom Terrific Brady, arguably the greatest of all time. It's time. Let's just put it out there. The Bucs offense was horrendous this year. A lot of it due to injuries, the fact they couldn't run the ball, things like that. But still, at 45, 46 years old, he's not going to be able to carry a franchise. They really only got in the playoffs because the NFC South just sucked. It was a horrible division, and they kind of backed in. Like, so they barely, they got in by default down there. So he's still here and there. He can lead a few comebacks and things like that. But going forward, they're talking about San Francisco and all these other teams. If I'm a franchise, I'm thinking to myself, why am I going to sacrifice a young QB for this 46-year-old guy who could retire at any minute? And he's really one hit from the retirement home as well. You can tell now he never liked to get hit, but it's getting worse and worse. Brady had a terrific career. Not taking nothing from him, not even blaming, Tampa Bay's shortcomings strictly on him. But at some point, like, you're out there playing with guys that you're old enough to be their fathers. Like these kids coming in at 19, 20, 21 years old. You're 46, is it 46, 45, 46? At some point, turn it over, let it go. Now they rumors it may be the Dolphins, but now Dolphins saying Tua. San Fran, who got 2 young quarterbacks, and Purdy, who's playing well. You still got Trey Lance over there in the wings. Don't know what he can do. I wouldn't give up on a young quarterback for pretty much a 1-year rental that you don't even know if you're going to get through the whole season. So, Tom, it was great. We enjoyed you. We enjoyed rooting for you. We enjoyed rooting against you. But it's time. And I think any franchise that takes a that takes a flyer on him or even try to take the chance on him is making a huge mistake. Because first of all, you're going to have to create the offense around him and what he likes to do. You have to change everything, and that's just a lot. Teams that are right there on the cusp are getting over the top. I think there are other options out there that may be better suited than a 46-year-old quarterback. So that's my Lefty's logic. Thank you, Tom Brady, for all you've done, and goodbye. Shout out to Guru, your boy.
Hey, man.
So,
go ahead. No, go ahead. Yeah.
I was going to say, so even though I agree with you, he should let it go. I think he's going to play. Simply because he's Tom Brady. I told the supermodel to wait. I got one more year of football in me. I told Fox, hold that $300 million. I'll be there next year. He got to get it out of the system, man. It's not out of the system. Y'all know what the greats. They got. I don't care if it's boxing, football, but they got to get it out their system, bro. It ain't out of the system yet. He ain't done.
Kev, it ain't with the greats. It's for any athlete, bro. You got to get it out of the system.
You got to get it out, because they'll go home and be reckless. Like they don't know what to do. Like if he thinks he can still play, which he can still throw the ball, but not want to get hit. Not want to get hit. Marcus Spears said this, and I had to watch it. He was like, dude, he feels stuff. He feels the rush coming. He don't want to get hit, so he throws the ball in the dirt. Like he don't even try to throw it to the receiver. He just throws the ball in the dirt because he don't want to get hit. He was like, bro, at that point, you got to let it go. You got to let it. Like you don't even want to get hit. Like you, like no, it's time, bro. It's time.
Because at 46, it hurts.
Right.
Right.
Like you said, it's gonna take one big one.
Right. I hit my knee on the table. I thought I was down for the count.
Dude, I hit my toe the other day and almost went to the emergency room.
Hey man, that's the worst. When you hit your bro, you be like,
hey, I went and bought these little slippers that I got cushion all around to protect my toes from any kind of incident.
You run around in steel toe house shoes.
when we start talking about that, it's time to let it go.
Right. Right.
This is the talk where you got to let it go.
Man, listen. How many ice baths does Tom Brady take a day?
Well, let me ask y'all this: if you a GM for another team, would you sign him?
Yeah.
For me, I think the team that is probably taking a hard look at him is your boy down in Vegas.
Because of Josh Daniels.
Yes. Yeah.
Because it's Tom Brady, I agree they shouldn't. But I'm telling you,
no. I'm saying if you personally, you were the GM, would you? Right. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I wouldn't do it for the reasons you gave. But because he's Tom Brady, you're gonna think he's gonna show up and make the difference. Like Josh McDaniels is gonna think that.
A black and silver TB12 jersey is gonna sell through the roof.
Oh, well, I'm just saying. Yeah, but what I'm saying is, if he shows up in Vegas or he shows up in San Francisco, they get rid of Trey Lance. Like Purdy learns under him. You're gonna think Tom Brady gonna walk in and we going to the Super Bowl. Especially 49ers is right there. Now the Vegas Raiders, I don't know what that would be about.
49ers got weapons too.
49ers is right there.
Oh my God.
They got a line, they got a running game, they got receivers. Like they're gonna think they're right there. If they don't do it this year, they're gonna think they're right there. So I can see that happening if he wants to play.
Remember 2 years ago, a certain person on this show said he couldn't make throws. Skip Hairless. But as we see, if he's protected, man, arm is his arm.
Yeah. His last few years in New England, though, his arm looked like it was going, but no, he revived it. I don't know what he did, but the arm is the arm is there. But the problem with Tampa this year was you can't throw 60 times when your quarterback is almost 50 years old.
That is true.
Like you shouldn't
Here's
be
the
throwing the same amount of times as your age. Your throw attempts and your age shouldn't match. That's way
exactly,
too much.
exactly,
Too much.
exactly. That's
That's way
that's
too much on the man.
But
not real talk.
but
Like you shouldn't be
that was
45
your
and throwing
boy's
45.
risk it, no biscuit theory. That was your
Nah, man, you
boys.
can't. So if you a running back, do running backs go to Tampa to die? Like how does that work exactly? You got Fournette and White is good actually. I bet you
Yeah.
put White on another team, he'll ball out.
But
Like
remember,
so, I
they
don't
center
understand.
was out. They center was out all year. I think one of the tackles. They had like
Yeah,
3
they
linemen
defensive
now.
offensive line.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they offensive line was beat up. But here's the other thing with Tom Brady. When you bring him in, though, that's what was wrong with him and Bruce Arians. That was the head bump. You have to change the system to him.
Yeah.
Like he's not gonna come in and play in your system. He's not gonna come in and play in Shanahan's system in San Fran. You got to design the system around him. So that means everybody else got to learn this whole new system and get adapted to playing with him. He's not a fit-in guy. He comes in. You're designing everything around him. So who says that's gonna work? And that's risky for 1 year, especially
Well,
like you say.
they
Like
always
right now,
said
he looks like a
he's
1 year
a
rental.
system guy. They always said Brady's a system guy, and it's a certain system for him to succeed.
well,
Well, yeah,
that's what Josh McDaniels rumors are coming in because he knows
mhm.
this.
Because yeah, Josh McDaniels knows that system already.
Pretty
But
Yeah,
well.
do
the
the
Pretty
Vegas
Ravens,
well.
do the
ain't
Ravens
right
have a
there.
well? You got Devontae Adams, but if they get rid of him, I don't know what's going to happen. But I don't know. To me, it's still 1 year. I mean, at best, the man
Yeah,
almost
1 year
50.
max.
Let's be you gonna bring him in, change everything around for him. Hopefully, to hopefully maybe get to this playoffs, Super Bowl, whatever. I don't know if it's. I don't know. Good thing is you don't have to trade for him. You could just sign him outright. So you don't have
Now
to
you
give
gonna
up.
walk right in, and it ain't gonna cost you a
Right.
lot of money.
It
True.
might.
It ain't gonna cost you a lot of money. You ain't gonna hit nobody over the head for a 46-year-old dude. You know what I mean?
Right.
He just want to
Right.
play another year.
He just trying to be on the field.
Well, he gonna mess around and get that Drew Brees hit. When Drew Brees' whole body got wrecked, his wife made him retire. But Drew Brees didn't want to retire either. His wife's like,
No,
Right. Right.
like I
Matter of
say,
fact,
bro, they gotta get it out of him, man.
hey, Drew
He'll be a
Brees,
nervous wreck. Like
his wife enlisted his little daughter. Hey, Daddy, I don't think you should take no more hits like that.
hey, in
sick the
football, you either
sick
gonna
the
get it
kids
out of
on him.
you
They
or get
sick
it.
the
Or
kids on him.
in football, you either gonna get it out of you or get it knocked out of you. It's one or the
Yeah,
other.
yeah,
Those are facts.
that's true.
And you mess around
That's
and get it
true.
knocked out of you. That's totally different.
Ask
Drew
Sly about
Brees, Drew
his
Brees got it.
short
Drew
his
Brees got
short
it knocked
career.
out of him.
Sly had a short career of street football when he got concussed. Never, never picked up a football again. He went straight to Jacks.
He played short.
He tried, but it wasn't in the cards for him early in life. So,
Dang.
all right, so man, this weekend, Saturday's games. Today you got the Jags, Chiefs. They got KC 9.5. You got the Giants, Eagles. They got the Eagles 7.5. So let's go ahead and talk about these two games for tonight. Lefty, what's your thought on the Jags? 'Cause me and you talked about this Jags Chief, and we talked about the Giants, Eagles. Give me your takes on those games.
If you, as a betting man, both these games, I would take the teams to cover, the spread, the underdog, to cover the spreads. Those spreads are pretty big. I don't think Trevor Lawrence going to come out and throw 4 interceptions again. That Jag Chiefs game going to be a lot better than people think. I think it's going to be a lot closer than think. I think the Chiefs pull it out, but probably not in a blowout. Look, they can be mad at me all they want, but I'm rolling with Kevo. Eagles on upset alert.
Yes,
Eagles
sir.
are upset alert. The Giants look damn good against Minnesota. And at the end of the day, the Eagles, the last few weeks, even before Jalen got hurt, they weren't looking as dominant. They weren't looking as dominant. So it's all about, how you playing at that time. And of course, as we know, it's hard to beat a team 3 times in one season. That's hard. And Brian Dable is a damn good coach, and you got a good coaching staff. Pretty sure they're gonna make the adjustments. How healthy is Jalen Hurts? Is he if he's anything under 90%, could be a problem. Giants say they're gonna test him out. They're gonna hit him. They're gonna see how you really
Oh
feeling.
yeah.
So I think
Introduce yourself to Mr. Thibodeau and Mr. Leonard.
Yeah,
Did you see his press conference?
That game better watch close.
Did you see his press conference where he was like, "Man, I'm a wanted man every game."
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I heard him say. Yeah, well, as long as you know. Long as you know. Because Mr. Hurst, when you leave the pocket, you are a runner. Hopefully don't nobody fall on your shoulder, bro, by accident.
And that's where they got the success all year long when he using his wheels.
Yep.
So I was arguing with a Philly fan last night. Like, there's all kind of people down here, bro. So I'm arguing with a Philly fan.
For the record, Kev, you argue with everybody, but let's not get on there.
Yeah, that's true. But he had on a whole Philly outfit, like an Eagles like sweatshirt and hat and cup. So I had to tell him, hey man, it's hard to beat a team 3 times in one season. And I actually watched the last game of the year when the Giants sat everybody. And your quarterback was less than 100%. Y'all won the game by 6 points. And we sat everybody. Jalen Hurts got sacked 5 times by the reserves. That wasn't Leonard. That wasn't Thibodeau, right? So when the starters come back, and you just sat out another week. Now, Hurts should be a little more healthy, true. Do not count us out. I'm not saying we world beaters. But this is the NFC East. Anything can happen in the NFC East, brother. This is a division game.
You say that all the time. You say that all the time.
Our games be wacky. The NFC East be wacky. Like, you don't know how it's going to end. It could be a tie. It could be a shootout. It could be you just never know. All I'm saying is, this ain't a shoe-in where everybody think the Giants going to automatically lose. It ain't. Kansas City, I think the spread is too high. I think Jacksonville is better than 9 points. That's Chiefs going to win it. I'm picking the Chiefs. They're not going to blow through Jacksonville, dog. Now, them young boys, they going to ball. They're going to ball. They're going to show up.
And they got some momentum. They got some momentum coming off that.
Listen,
that
momentum. I think the Chiefs are a better team, but
them
young boys going to show up.
If a trap game was a person, it's the Jags versus Chiefs. Overlook them if you want.
No, Chiefs know better.
Yeah.
Know better.
But momentum is huge, man. That comeback, them young boys feeling good. They ain't got nothing to lose. They're going to go out there. They're going to go all out. The Chiefs are off for a week. Sometimes that bye can help you and it can hurt you.
Mm-hmm.
It can
Jacksonville come out and score early. Now you coming off a bye playing catch up. Same thing with the Eagles. Giants come in and score early. Now you playing. You got to get back into it, and now you playing catch up. The pressure is on Kansas City and Philadelphia.
Yeah,
Giants and Jags, house money, baby.
Well,
nobody think we're gonna win. Pressure is on them.
One thing about it, you will stay true to the Super Bowl hangover and that getting that bye. Sometimes that bye is not good. It kills your momentum, and now you come into the game lethargic. You're not on your P's and Q's like normal, and now it makes it into a tougher game than it normally would be. So I get you on that because usually Skip Hairless, you trash, but today I'm gonna show you some love.
I'll take that. I'll accept that. I mean, we've seen it. We've seen it a lot of times. Now they could come out on fire, rested, looking well, but I think both Giants and Jags are coming off big wins, where they were the lower seed, and they came out, pulled out, upset wins. You get to feeling good about yourself. You go in there like it is what it is. They get the flea flickers and all type of trick plays and just like let it all hang. Let's just go. Blitz every down. Let it go.
The Giants your man Wink gonna blitz Jalen Hurst, dare him to run, and put him out there as a wounded duck. That's exactly what's gonna happen. They're gonna double team Brown. Got to worry about Smith and Goddard. I get it,
Yep.
but the Giants been playing the same all year. They got a formula. That's their formula. They ain't changed. They gonna run the ball. Daniel Jones don't see nothing. Take off and run. Throw a little 5-yard, 10-yard here and there. If they keep Philly off the field, and if it's a close game, I was telling dude last night. I said if it's a shootout, Philly wins it. Giants can't score nothing. But if it's nip and tuck, Giants pull that out. He like, nah, man. We ain't worried. Okay. You better come out and make it a shootout. Giants can't beat you in a shootout. That ain't their game.
Well, these odds makers, like it's gonna be a blowout, like it's gonna be a cakewalk.
Philly at home, they're supposed to be favored.
Yeah, favorite, but I mean, when you like in NFL, for me, NFL game, when you start, anything over 4, I'm like, okay, you expecting it to be a cakewalk. You start talking 7, especially 9.5 at KC and Jacksonville.
Yeah, not in the second round. You saying the team ain't even worthy of being in the game?
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
the second round
of playoff. Right. That's a lot.
Yeah, I give you that. So we're gonna move on to Sunday's game. Sunday's game. This is technically the rematch of the game that didn't happen. Bengals versus Bills. That's the first game on the docket. They got Buffalo 5.5. Then you got the Cowboys 49ers. San Fran got them in 4. KDL, I'll let you start this one off on your picks for the game. Who you smoking with and why?
I'm gonna smoke with Buffalo only because Cincinnati's offensive line is banged up. They just lost another person.
Yeah, they did.
That's the only reason. I think Cincinnati can go into Buffalo and win, but if you can't protect Burrow, dog, it just ain't gonna work. It just ain't gonna work. And what they're probably gonna do is take the ball out of Josh Allen's hands and make him run a lot as opposed to throwing a lot. Because he's starting to become reckless, bro. Like, so if they got sense, man, look, give me 5 yards here, 5 yards there, throw a little 10-yard, you know what I mean? Like, take the ball out. Like, he's not throwing 20, 30, 40 times a game because he's starting to become reckless. If it weren't for the offensive line, I swear to God, I would take Cincinnati. I would take Cincinnati, man. But they just lost somebody else, bro, so I can't do it. Obviously, I'm taking the 49ers. But I'm going to say this. I'm going to give Dallas a little bone. If that Dallas team that showed up Monday night shows up, now you got a ball game. The only problem is the 49ers, they're going to get to Dak. They're going to get to Dak. Dak going to have to run this game as opposed to throwing the light. He's going to have to run. Get out that pocket. Roll out. Do something.
Bosa.
Yes. They coming. So it's a little, you know what I mean? Like, they ain't going to be able to move the ball like that. And like I say, I think he's going to have to run a lot more. But let's see. I got the 49ers and I got Buffalo. I don't mean to just go with the home teams, but
I'm shaking it up. What was Miami's third-string quarterback name last week that Buffalo struggled with? I'm going with Joe Cool, baby. I'm going with Joe Cool.
He just lost another offensive lineman, bro. I'm just trying to tell you.
I'm going with Joe Cool and the Bengals tomorrow. I'm finally on the bandwagon. I told you I had my crow, fried hard, lemon pepper, mild sauce on the side. I'm rolling with like Buffalo, with losing Von Miller, of course, was huge. But watching that Miami game last week, there's some holes there. And they're not playing their best football. And I think Cincinnati rolling, even with the injuries to the offensive line. But he ain't never had offensive line. He ain't had offensive line since he's been in the NFL. So what's going to be the difference? They still got the best receiving core in the league.
That's my point right there.
In the league. Buffalo secondary still banged up, so I'm rolling with Cincy with that one. San Fran that's just a Super Bowl defense, man. That defense is so good, and you see what when you got great weapons, great offensive line, you got pretty much was he undrafted or the last dude drafted, Purdy, that's looking like a Pro Bowler. Like they could. It's a great chance that they go to the Super Bowl with their third string quarterback,
unproven Unproven, I'll call
Yeah,
them. Unproven.
and but when your supporting cast is that good, you got
Right. All you gotta do is
McCaffrey.
not throw the ball away.
Just don't lose the game.
Hey,
Don't
Lefty,
lose the game. Yeah,
I think you could go ahead and be the quarterback and take them to the Super Bowl with that,
I'll be
that
worse than
supporting
Brady.
cast.
I'll be worse than Brady. You ain't hitting me at all. That's
But
me.
the thing
You gonna
is,
throw the ball in the
they
dirt.
Throw the
they
ball in the
protect
dirt.
the hell out of Purdy, man.
Man, no.
He ain't getting roughed up.
Hey, he what, 21?
Yeah, yeah.
I know.
Those are facts. Hey, Kev, what's the Cowboys number 11 on defense? What's his name?
Michael Paulson.
Michael Parsons.
Is he gonna be okay for the game? Only
Well,
reason I asked because Leonard Fournette gave him the business, and he kind of got his clock rang.
you know what they said how to play him now? The league kind of figuring out. Run at him.
Mm-hmm.
Run directly at him.
Hey,
Yeah.
So now,
Leonard Fournette made him see them little birds around his head.
yeah, they say the best way to do it. So now, here come McCaffrey. Here come Debo. Even if you stop him, the 49ers gonna keep running. So we'll see, Michael Parsons. You the man, right?
Well,
Let's see.
that's the best way to counter speed is to go right at it and
Go ahead.
get physical with it instead of trying to run away from it. Let
Right.
him pursue. They gonna run at him all game, and the 49ers got the line to do it. They
Yeah,
got the
they got the offensive line. They got two dudes coming out. And hold on, Debo, McCaffrey. What's the other cat?
Is it
Uh,
more? Elijah Moore? Is that more? No, not
Elijah.
more.
Damn. Damn it.
I know you're talking about.
He got
Yeah.
hurt. He came back.
Mm-hmm.
So they got backs to keep running at Dallas.
Yeah.
And they got a fullback.
Yeah.
They play with a fullback,
And
old
man,
school style.
and get that kid Purdy his props, man. He taking care of the ball. You know, he doing what he's supposed to do. He getting the ball to his people. You know, make limited mistakes. And then I'm pretty sure Shanahan is calling the game to keep him, from being reckless or to, keep him from
Hey,
making mistakes. He looked, especially the first playoff game, he looked good.
And you
They
know
thought he was
what?
gonna come out
and he's
shaky,
more
but he did.
athletic than what people think.
Yeah,
Yeah.
way more
But the
than
thing is, his IQ, he can make great throws. Now,
that.
his supporting cast, they awesome. What is it? A Ewick, Brandon, what's his name?
Yeah,
The other
dude from Arizona State.
man, listen. He opened just as much as Jefferson was in Minnesota. Every time
Yeah.
you turn around, he opened. And he is getting hit on, I mean, not stopping his motion. I mean, he catching the ball and just staying in motion. It's a beautiful thing.
Throwing downs. He throwing downs.
Facts. Facts. Hey man, we're gonna take a commercial break, man. Uh and we'll be right back.
No, I don't know though. I'm scared. I mean, do you know that you're in my lane? No, not at all. Are you not paying attention? Are you texting? I was just checking in with my mom. I was telling her that I thought we'd be home by 6. It's okay. There's enough time. Just pay attention. I'm not even halfway through my text. There's no way. I'm not even going to look up. My babies are in the car. You have to pay attention. It's just supposed to be a quick text. I'm so sorry.
Operator 901, where's the emergency?
127 Brynmere.
Okay, what's going on there?
I'd like to order a pizza for delivery.
Ma'am, you've reached 911. This is an emergency line.
Large with half pepperoni, half mushroom.
You know you've called 911. This is an emergency
Do you
line.
know how long it'll be?
Okay, ma'am, is everything okay over there? Do you have an emergency or not?
Yes.
And you're unable to talk because...
Right.
Is there someone in the room with you? Just say yes or no.
Yes.
Okay, it looks like I have an officer about a mile from your location. Are there any weapons in your house?
No.
Can you stay on the phone with me?
No. See you soon. Thank you.
And our commercials be deep, man.
Man,
Deep,
being
baby.
your mute.
Sorry about that. That texting and driving, that's real. That's real. I see it all the time. And then domestic violence, man, we talk about it in the sports world a lot, but it goes down just in everyday life. You know, one day Lefty called me and I was like, "You okay?" You don't
What?
need. I thought it was going down, but you know,
Thought I was getting Ike Turner?
yeah, yeah.
What the hell going on?
So for the second half of the show, we got this clown, but hey, he is part of the show, so
What the hell
welcome.
you mean this clown? First of all, let's get something
You
straight
heard
here.
that? Oh my
It's my
bad.
brother.
Let's
I
get
think you heard that.
let's get something straight here. There go my boy Kevin Dwayne Lowder. Look at him, baby. Hey, you're a traveling man. You're a bad man. I'm so glad Capricorn season is over with.
No, yeah.
I am.
We had a
Hey.
good ride, baby.
Man,
Hey, Kev, I will say, you know, I saw on social media people copying your Mickey's theme. I'm just gonna say, man, you setting trends with Mickey's again. You need to be one of their spokesmen. We're gonna see if we can make that happen for you.
Time for Mickey's to cut a check.
First
Right.
they
And-
watch, then they hate, then they copy. But
Let's
carry
see.
on.
Let's go.
Hey, Kev, that's a shirt. That's a shirt right there. That's a shirt.
It is. It's facts. I put on my page every once in a while.
Neither here.
Cool though.
So we Slide. We just got finished talking about the weekend games with the remaining teams.
Mm-hmm.
My question for you guys: with the remaining teams, who's the most dangerous team left?
Oh, I mean, come on.
KDL.
I mean, that goes without saying.
In football,
Yeah.
No, basketball.
the most dangerous team is the 49ers.
What?
Of all of them that's left.
Seattle put up
All right.
30-some points.
You
Stop.
going with San Fran? Lefty, who you going with?
You know, I'm a defense guy. I'm San Fran too. They got the best defense left in the playoffs. I think they're the most dangerous.
You think they got the best defense?
Left in the playoffs.
Yeah, that's
Angry
idiotic.
man.
That's idiotic. So first of all, look at the teams that they play since Purdy been starting. How they don't even have a winning percentage. They 5 and something. So start with the teams first and then tell me about their defense. The period point blank, the best team left in the playoffs is Dak Prescott, who is the oldest at 29.
Oh
And their
God.
defense is the best. You got to go at the Cowboys, period, and point blank. The Giants is going to get blew up by the Eagles tonight, whenever the hell they play. My boys play on prime time as usual. I'm going with Dak Prescott and the Cowboys to go to San Francisco, beat them along with beating the Eagles. They going to the Super Bowl. Bottom line.
Oh, wow. Somebody call Stephen A. Smith.
Right.
Somebody
First
call
of all-
Stephen A.
First of all, the Giants are not going to get blown out. That's number one.
No, they will.
Number two, San Francisco is clearly better than Dallas.
I don't know why
Now-
you say that.
Now, to
Why
say
you
Dallas
say
couldn't
clear?
win the game,
What
I'm
do
not
you
going to say they can't win the game.
Where do they clearly stand better
Hey
than
Kev, can I
Who got
answer
the
his
better
question?
defense, San Francisco or
Can I
Dallas?
answer his question, Kev?
Dallas?
It's one reason
They
why
played nobody.
every slide. It's one reason why every other team that's remaining is better than Cowboys
Please tell me.
because of
Mhm.
Whack Prescott.
Whack Prescott, okay. All right.
Sly, you don't even know what Dallas team is going to show up. Is it the one from last Monday or the one that played the Redskins 2 weeks earlier? Like, you don't know what team is going to show up.
Well, I agree with that because I didn't know. I picked the Giants to win because I knew eventually the Giants will show up eventually playing against Minnesota, who was 11-1 in 1-point games. But I figured the Giants would win that game, and they did. But the Giants is going to revert back to the old usual Giants today.
But you aren't you the
Now,
same person
that's
this
what the
week that was
Cowboys is going
telling
to do.
me you tired of defending Dak?
But no, I did not. First of all, didn't Dak look like if Dak did plays like he did, Dak is the best quarterback. And for Damani point or your point, everybody talk about these running quarterbacks. Let me see. Out of the ones left, I think Dak and the dude that's really trash in Jacksonville is not better than my boy out of Ohio State, but neither here nor there. They the only two cats. Dak barely run. He ran the other day. So the bottom line is this. Dak Prescott is the better quarterback and the elder of the ones that's playing. Okay. Bottom line, point blank. That dude, the worst is the guy that's playing for the Giants. If you're going from highest to lowest, the guy that played for the Giants is the worst.
I mean, bro, you can keep hating on the Giants all you want. All I know is they playing tonight.
Well, they are.
The Raiders at the slot machine. So stop hating on the Giants, bro. Stop outright hating on the Giants, man. Let's talk football. Let's stop hating.
Don't say my boy. I had to slap this shit. You didn't have to say that.
There's the Mandalay Bay.
You can. There's slot machines in the stadium, but you didn't have to say that.
Come on, man. Come on.
Man.
Come on, man.
I would say.
Hey, that's all you seeing is this, Kev?
That's all he doing. Just throwing shots at the Giants. I mean, that's cool. I mean, do you, dog? Do you feel comfortable? Do you?
Yeah,
but if you think the Dallas Cowboys,
you know what? I didn't realize that Dak is the oldest quarterback left in the playoffs. I didn't realize that. But yeah, you're absolutely right. But
he's gonna have to run.
But here's the only thing with Dak is consistency. Like Kev said, you don't know which Dak gonna show up. Like that's the whole thing. You know what I mean? That's why it's kind of hard to put your money on him and trust him. You just don't know.
If Kellen Moore could call a good game like he did, San Francisco put up 33-something points. You can't make me believe they got the best defense to
Seattle.
I mean, come on, let's stop. So Dak and them could put up points. Even the Bears beat them at the beginning of the season. So let's not go there. But so they don't impress
it's a
me.
Monsoon Bowl.
But San Francisco,
the first game of the year, really?
He the same offensive coordinator that blew a 33 to whatever the point with 38-3 lead against the
Atlanta Patriots.
Yeah, so he don't impress me. So stop. He not as good as his daddy. So stop it.
Wow.
And Shannon Sharp showed y'all last night. Well, that's neither here nor there.
We already went into all of that. Sly.
Yeah, we already talked about Shannon. I'm with the shit sharp.
So nobody thinks
he's the older version of Kevin Wayne Lott.
Let me explain something to y'all. And I'm riding with Joe Cool.
What?
As the most dangerous team.
On what basis?
You said best team, not most dangerous. Who's the best team?
Right. But I want to hear your theory.
They got the best offensive players. I'll say they are 1A and 1B with San Fran.
All right,
they ain't got the offensive line to protect them, bro.
He ain't never had he didn't have the offensive line last year. So that's neither here nor there.
What the hell happened to Patrick Mahomes, who's gonna win the MVP again? Are you completely being disrespectful, or you just talking crazy?
No.
Which one is it?
Listen.
But Cincinnati's probably playing the best right now out of momentum wise.
But Kansas City lost a game without no win.
But you know, there haven't been a lot of clean wins like that since he been rolling, man, for a while now.
They the hottest.
Since he been rolling.
Since he was
This is hot,
13-3, bro.
They was not. They lost 4 games. Stop.
Okay, 13-4, but they lost their first 3 games of the year.
Right. Keep going.
Now look at them.
Keep going. They lost more than that. They lost like 5 games because they would have been the 2nd seed.
Remember, you got to take a game away from them, bro.
No, that game that stuff with the
yeah, I got nothing to do with that.
Well, like I said, if steamrolling was a person, they called the Bengals. That's my team. Let's go.
You need to stop. When Kansas City gonna finally get a hold of them and beat the brakes off of them, like they should have done last year.
Well,
KC is just KC, man. It's hard to say, you know what I mean, they the best team or whatever. KC is just KC, man. You know,
Joe Burrow owns Patrick Mahomes.
We got 5 sticks tonight, tomorrow that they get blew out. I'm taking Josh in that game. So
well, hey, pay up. That's what I gotta say.
I'm taking Josh. They play Josh Allen.
Talking about Buffalo with Cincinnati?
Yes.
Yes. We got that bet. So
be cool there, Kevin. You know, you see my boy yesterday.
Well, I mean, you know, I can't bet you because hell, I don't know when I'm gonna get my sticks. It's 2023 now. So y'all go ahead and keep betting.
Wow.
I put 3 sticks in your thing.
It'd be 2024 for y'all get them.
I only owed you 2 sticks. I put 3 in your thing. I bought you one. I owe you one. I bought 2. I bought you one for your birthday. You was sitting right there.
No, Keita bought me one. But go ahead. We'll talk about. Well, I know she ain't paid for it. Well, I know that.
Wow. Hey, well, let's get into the.
Well, you so low down.
Our smoking sport news, things that we can't make up, man. And we talked about the Cowboys, but we didn't talk about their kicker that missed 4 extra points during their last game. Now they signed Tristan Facinio. He been on the couch. He played the first 3 games of the season, I think, between the Chargers and the Bucks, and he been on the couch. So he on the practice squad, and they want to see how Brett does
how he practice
this week before, because he might get put on the practice squad and come up, because that was just, come on, man, that was atrocious.
I mean, you got to kind of look at that as just a fluke day, because he's been good all year. Cowboys kicker's been solid all year, man. So I don't know what it is.
Did they have his kid hostage?
Is he on the plane going to San Francisco? That's what I was.
Yeah, he on it.
Come on, man. They had to have his kid hostage.
Okay. Well, good luck, Sly. He's on the
got
plane.
A video before the game, like, if you make an extra point, we taking your kid out.
Well, the scary part is he was missing them bad. Like, they wasn't like barely off. Like, these was hooking way left, way right. Left. It's like the ghost of the old boy from Ohio State. That kicker who blew that game jumped in his body.
Let me tell you how bad it was, Damani. We the people who gamble have 46. It was 45 and a half. The game ended at 45.
Sure did.
He hurt. You talking about he
killed Vegas.
He killed us.
Got you on the hook, baby.
He killed. Now those who had the under, they loved every bit of it.
Damn.
He killed us that had the over, bro.
Yeah. Dear, whatever your name is, stay out of the cigar shops. You might get hands put on.
Man.
Right.
Stay away from offshore betting. Don't go into no casinos, no nothing. Matter of fact, don't even show up in Vegas. Don't even show up in Vegas.
Dude, I lost an $800 bet, man, because I lost the under.
Oh, no, the under by half a point.
Because I lost the over by half a point. Dude, 2 of them win me the money. 2.
That's why they did the hook.
He could have missed 2. He hit 2. I get paid.
Hey.
I think he made 1. I think he was like 1 for 5 or something like that. I think you made 1.
He was 1 out of 5.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you right now. The pettiest person from that game was the cameraman, because the cameraman panned to Dak when he missed one. The head coach,
Yeah.
he even went to the box. I think the third one he missed, he went to the box. And the faces on these cats, man.
Man, do you know Jerry Jones, man, was hollering at his son? You know he what, man, find me a damn kicker now. His son was on the
Go back to the
phone.
office. Go to the office right now.
Yeah.
I don't know if y'all remember my post.
Jerry
I
hollered
was
at him
like,
on the plane.
I always know y'all remember my post. I was like, the fix gotta be on.
Hey,
This
man.
Well, it got us. It got everybody. Because I think Vegas, I think majority of the bets came in on the over. So we got murdered.
Yeah. Hey, Kev, your namesake. You know, I call you Harvey Curran, but Molly Curran been getting a lot of backlash
I can't stand her.
this week because remember they was on the road show for ESPN, and she a Giants fan like you, and she had on a Cowboys jersey, bro. When I say social media went in on her, but I don't think it's fair because she is a host. She's not an analyst.
Don't matter.
She a host.
Don't matter.
No.
So doesn't she have to kind of play the fence and perform for the show?
No.
Let
You
Stephen
don't
A.
never see Max Kellerman. Max Kellerman will let you know he a Giants fan. He ain't running around no damn what's the name jersey. Scott Van Pelt is a Maryland fan. He ain't running no Ohio State jersey on. I just said Molly Kiram is phony, man. And I'm starting not to like her at all. I can't stand her, to be honest with you. First of all,
you don't like anybody, so I mean,
they wouldn't let the first sister talk. They used to hold cold pizza. Remember that, Damani?
Yeah.
When they was Skip. Remember old girl, the one they just fired when they fired the other chick. They remember she came from there. Carrie Champion. Yeah. They wouldn't even let she spoke about it. They wouldn't even let her talk on there, bro. They want her just to be the moderator and shut the hell up. Now Molly, man, thinks she thinks she part of the fucking crew now. Like they didn't pay you to give your opinion because your opinion is worthless. All they need you to do is unzip your top a little bit, sit here and ask different questions. That's all. That's it.
Damn.
What? They ain't asking her to run off at her damn mouth.
Damn. Tell us how you really feel.
Dear all the women's rights groups, the views of Angry Man.
Hey man, let me tell y'all something. She deserves all the backlash that she's gonna get. Mm-hmm. The only way she should have put on a Cowboys jersey, let's say she lost a bet or something like that, I could go for it. Right. Max Kellerman would have never put on a Cowboys jersey.
Not at all. Never.
Michael Irvin, like nobody, you don't do that. If you're a Giants fan, I don't care what you're trying to entertain. That ain't what you do. Much as she always trying to get the Giants in here, you're not gonna talk about my Giant, right? She always try to throw them in. You can't then go put on a Cowboy jersey. You can't do that. No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, that's rough.
You can't do that. Let Stephen A. perform. Let Stephen A. do whatever he want to do. It's his show.
I think her and Stephen A. was having a little domestic dispute. That's how she got back at him. As much as he had the Cowboy, then she come in with the jersey on.
So what you trying to say, Lefty? I heard the word domestic. Never mind. That's neither here nor there. That's TMZ.
Right.
Remind me of a movie I watched last night.
Hey, I wanna give a shout out to Jennifer King. That's the Commanders running back coach, her sister, first black coach in the assistant coach in the NFL. She gonna be coaching the running backs coach for the Senior Bowl. So shout out to her. Shout out to her. She's doing big things.
Congratulations. The only problem is you work for the Commanders.
So wait a minute. A team that lives in misogyny has a female assistant coach to run the running backs. Oh my God. What is going on in the world?
You gotta start somewhere.
The man is selling his team because of misogyny. But now to save face, they have female running backs coach.
PR's a beast.
I am completely done.
Hey. You want to speak about misogyny and what you just say about Molly, what she need to do?
Well, that's true.
All right.
But it's true, though.
All right. Another story that was in the news, man. Bama's basketball player, Darius Miles, only 21.
No,
Charged with attempted murder for
he over there
killing
with the money stay. Grew up at.
Janae Harris. She was
Right.
only 23 years old in the camping shooting, but he claims he was not the shooter. It was cat Michael Davis at the age of 20. He's the shooter, but they said Miles gave him the gun and they were in the car together. He trying to maintain his innocence and he said he'd have his day in court. But man, come on, man. Come on. Kev.
When I'm really not a player, goes wrong. Like I don't understand that, man. Like you throw your life away because a chick didn't talk to you. First of all, you a college athlete.
Which one you talking about? It wasn't him. He gave him the gun, Kevin.
He gave him the gun.
But he was in the car. He was in the car with him though.
Right, but he wasn't.
He didn't pull
his
the
relationship.
trigger.
Right,
He
it had nothing to do with
trigger.
him relationship wise. He trying to take care of his boy. That's why he in jail and need to go.
I mean, it just come down to like a lot of our youth, you know, decisions, man. Like the decisions you make. You know, it's what do people in prison say? They say that most of them locked up on a split-second decision that was the wrong choice. That's why they sitting down.
Man,
That is like the wrong.
I got a whole side of my family in turmoil because my cousin, her son was the one in that damn shooting in at the mall at Mall of America. He the one who shot him and killed him. So right. So believe me, I understand. You know, it's it's sad, bro. These young guys, man, you go out to the car, come back in the mall and kill him. Why? For what?
Listen, like you said, Lefty, a split-minute decision can ruin your life.
Your whole life.
The question is, why even give your boy the gun anyway?
Right. I ain't gonna give
on some domestic stuff.
You gonna go give a dude a gun to shoot somebody? Man, I'm gonna shoot the gun if I'm gonna have it.
Right.
And a female on top of that. Come on. Like, come on.
Dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever he get, he really kind of deserves it. Like, that's just stupid. Like, that's just stupid.
Yeah.
Ain't no kind of deserve it. He does deserve it.
But man, look at the 6-year-old that shot the teacher. I mean, bro, it's getting worse and worse.
Yeah.
They are 6 years old shooting teachers now.
I was in shock and awe on that one. But
yeah.
Hey Kev, you appreciate this one, man. Well, you can relate to this one. Lefty, you can relate to this one. Sly, you never played organized sports, so you just sit the back.
You need to stop saying that, man.
Sit the back. Sit the back on
What
this,
is
man.
wrong with you, dude?
So, D3 basketball, Concordia College head coach Steve Keller removed from the team after 5 players was hospitalized after an extreme workout. Now, the extreme workout came when they missed curfew when they was in California for a tournament over Christmas break. You know,
workout.
Well, the 3 of y'all know if you messed up, you did something, coach was like, well, you can miss the next game or we're going to give you this workout.
Suicides, man.
They're gonna run the shit. They're gonna run the shit out.
Did they describe what the extreme workout? Did they break it down?
They said it was some type of.
Was it running alone or what?
It was a combination of running.
It had to be some suicides,
weights, and you know that it was just back to back for I think 2 hours, and 5 players got hospitalized from this.
If 5 of them were hospitalized, that's something. Now, if it was just 1, but 5, that's
yeah. I want to know
so
exactly what it was.
Coach did what he's supposed to do: put the motherfuckers in the hospital. I mean, they missed curfew, run their ass in the ground. If they fall out, then oh well. Shit.
Right, because that's what's supposed to happen, huh, Sly?
Yeah,
that's how it's supposed to go, man.
That's how it's supposed to go. Y'all got soft at y'all old age.
Your son called you, and he in the hospital because his coach then ran him in the ground to the point he got to be hospitalized.
I'll be like, Coach,
and you're going to say, right, he was late.
He was late. Okay, Coach, what did you have him do?
He missed curfew. So stop.
So
that happened to your kid. You
Y'all done got old, man.
and
Keita be up there.
the wife up there throwing hands.
No, Keita be up there trying to kill the teacher, the coach, first of all. she going to try to, she ain't going to ask how her son doing. She trying to kill him.
Because we know she'll walk in the door talking about what's going on.
First of all, she want to know why you got my son out here running like that. I would understand. But, of course, she'll tell me to shut up.
Hey, Kev, I couldn't practice because I was on some old dirtbag stuff in college. And
oh, my God.
I got caught. Next day, I either miss a game Saturday or I got to run. So what I choose? Because I ain't trying to miss no game. So I'm going to run. Yeah. They ran the hell out of me.
Late to practice. You don't miss practice, bro. What you on?
Yeah.
Man, y'all done got soft at y'all old
Hey,
age.
I was on some backsliding stuff back in the day, you know.
Yeah, when you was at Thornton.
Before I was saved.
No, you can make me run and miss water and go right to the next. Okay, I get that. But you can't run me in the ground where me and 4 teammates are hospitalized afterwards. Come on, man, make that make sense, man.
Yeah, that's
you
crazy,
AD,
though.
you got to go down there like, hey, what the hell going on? Like, man, that's a Bobby night, man. You can't do that, man. I want to know exactly what he did, though. That's
Ben knew my attitude. I'd have walked out of practice. I'd have been like, F you and these suicides.
You ain't lying.
Hey, he ain't lying because we staged the revolt and all walked out of practice.
Kevin say, wait a minute. 5 of us going to the hospital?
Bro.
This dude need to be fired.
They ain't throwing up or nothing. You send them to the hospital?
Right. I can see you throwing up on the side afterwards. You know. But
somebody got to start the revolution.
Y'all got old, man. Y'all got old, man.
No, you got to tell me something.
Y'all was younger. Y'all done did it.
You got to tell me something.
But you know, back in the day, that tough love you got if you messed up.
I got that. But it's 5 dudes not passed out and they going to the hospital, bro.
Yeah, now that's extreme.
I really want to know what happened. If you the AD, you got to ask questions.
Hey,
if you the AD, hell going on?
Hey, Lefty, like we joke around with Guru on the line.
On the line.
On the line.
You got to tell me something, bro.
You got to wake the AD up. You got
to tell me something, dog.
Hey,
you imagine that phone call that AD got that night?
No, it was knocking his door.
Wait a minute.
It was knocking at his door.
And y'all tell me, because I know Ben probably ain't got this in the notes. And before we go, I need to know what was that Michigan offensive assistant coach doing on the school computer, whereas it was a violation and they fired him. Was it porn?
Well,
you know what he was doing, Sly.
Come on, man.
You ain't got to say
Come on, man.
Look, we can answer that. Dun. There's that SVU. You know what he was on.
Right.
Dude,
you know what he was on.
Are you serious?
Why are you on the school computer, dog? Why are you on the school computer, man? Where everything is recorded, they can see you illegally accessing it at the wrong times of the like. What are you doing, man?
His cell phone don't get Pornhub. What type of service he got?
I don't know, man. Dude, Boost. I was like, what's wrong with these coaches?
I don't get it. I don't get it.
I know Harbaugh got the call like, what?
What are you doing?
Right.
Harbaugh just fired him for being stupid.
Right.
Right. Harbaugh, you fired. They don't find me somebody else.
He like, this what you doing and we already under investigation? For real?
Right. They already under investigation.
He gotta be nuts. What is he doing?
Man,
at that one, you got me on that one.
Now, I do got a question for y'all. Did you see Lamar Jackson tweet?
No.
You know,
no, I didn't see it.
He said
he actually retweeted somebody else's tweet.
Right, he retweeted, but you know it's predicated to his contract.
What
and the tweet said, when you take care of something good, that good thing takes care of you. So
I'm not
he throwing shots out about his contract, man. And it's just like, man, listen, Lamar, hire you an agent, let them do the work for you, man.
That's what he should have did.
And call it a day.
Mm-hmm.
You bring
Let me
these
tell you
own
something, man.
problems on yourself.
I don't believe in quitting on the team. Like, if you can play, bro, and you are best player, get your ass on the field. However, I do understand that he got hurt and somebody got in his ear, whether it was his mom or whatever. You better not step back on that field. Either you 100% or they give you your money. He gambled on himself. He got hurt. They're going to throw in his face, bro. You done missed the last 5 games 2 years in a row. Cost us playoff victories, right? They're going to throw that in his face. He, at the same time, has to say, well, I got hurt. I gambled on myself. I got hurt. Clearly, they can't win without me. However, now you got to get my money. Stop throwing stuff at the team, Lamar. You ain't got to do that.
Okay.
Well, but it's also it's this social media era that, like, when you're in the midst of any type of negotiations, stay your ass off social media. There's just no reason to go out there and ruffle feathers. There's no reason to try to get people on your side or make these subliminal, tweets and posts. You're talking millions and millions of dollars. Be professional. Somebody should have told him, man, get your ass off social media. Let it, work it out.
Who gonna tell them the money? That's their generation. That's their generation. She ain't gonna bite your hand and feed
You don't have an agent.
She ain't gonna bite your hand and feed
agent, publicist, something.
Yeah.
But I mean, somebody.
You know these mamas and these boys, man. She ain't
I believe that's part of the issue with Roquan and the Bears. Roquan jumping all on social media, during the contract negotiation.
Roquan is not worth $25 million a year. Let's stop.
Well, Baltimore thought he was. But check this out.
Well, Baltimore crazy. They rather paid him than Lamar. That was dumb.
He been there for a cup of coffee, and they gave that man $100 million. Yo, starting quarterback, the dude you designed everything around, you ain't gave him nothing.
The sad part about it is now, Lamar, I'm with you on your contract. They're not going to 100% guarantee it, bro. Your day's over. You gonna have to come. That's the sticking point. He won a 100% guaranteed contract like he Deshaun Watson. It's not going to happen.
Blame it on the Browns.
Deshaun Watson contract finna get everybody fired on that Cleveland team. Coaching staff, players gonna leave, everything.
GM, everything.
So he done. Now, Baltimore, you climbing up that ladder. That guy that you fired, Greg Roman, was the same offensive coordinator in San Francisco when Cap was there. Once he left and they fired him, Cap was never the same. Guess why? Because he was a running quarterback. He designed systems for running quarterbacks. Yeah. So what's going to end up happening is Lamar, they're going to try to bring an offensive coordinator in there that's going to make you run less, change your whole philosophy, make you throw. Lamar, take what they give you, bro, because you finna be screwed now. Take what they give you.
They're not giving him 100% because he can't fully 100% because he can't stay healthy, brother. They're going to throw it into space. And had he went out there under 100%, they'd have threw that into space.
He's not.
So they're gonna throw it in space. But here's the disconnect though. I'm listening to Harbaugh say when he's working out, he's getting better, he's getting close, and then this dude goes on social media and put his medical business on social media. Usually the team puts the medical. He putting medical. So
they should have fined him.
How is the coach saying one thing and he's saying, here's my knee is not unreliable or something he said, which means he ain't been working out. So what is Harbaugh talking about? So there's the disconnect. So now I knew he wasn't going to step back on the field when he showed up with them sunglasses. He's done. I knew it. He's done. Bro, he showed up with them. Oh yeah, he chilling. He ain't stepping back.
I knew that. We talked about it last. We talked about it last week though. Like when you gamble like that, and Kev, you hit it on the head. You haven't finished the season in the last 2 years, and you're expecting this team to fully guarantee your contract. That's a tough position to come from, brother.
You'll get paid, but you ain't gonna get 100% guaranteed, brother.
Now, Lamar didn't get Greg Roman fired. Ohio State's finest, Mr. Dobbins, did. Well, Mr. Dobbins said, hey, you got two of the best running backs from Edwards and me.
Yeah, he did.
Right.
He did throw him under the bus.
Fool try to go, then what we're going to do is understand what's the problem here. So Greg Roman, you had to go. Which Greg Roman times one. The problem with Greg Roman, man, if you don't win quick with his quarterbacks, look at Lamar. Look at Cap.
Huh?
You got to get him with his eye.
Dobbins threw him under the bus.
Was right, though.
He was right.
Yeah.
He was right. So maybe he'll come be an offensive analyst for the Bears, because I believe that's probably what's going to happen.
Come on, man. I love our fans. I love our fans.
You call him this same height. Come on, man.
We told him.
Wait a minute. Did you talk about my boy, his 48 yesterday, since he can't win without KD? Or did
No, we didn't, and we.
Or did y'all completely ignore that? Did you ignore that?
Kyrie did go crazy yesterday.
Did you ignore? And he had 21 in the fourth, the game before that. But is anybody here understand that they still numbered?
Well, you was about to get on your diatribe, but we need to move on.
Diatribe and watch your mouth. Or soliloquy, whichever one you want me to use here.
Dude, he just cut you off mid-sentence and went.
I know.
All right, man. Start one, bench one, cut one. We on deck for it. So,
yeah, wow, man.
No, man, dude, disrespectful. he gonna pay for that. As a matter of fact, send me my money too for yesterday. Since you gonna cut me off.
Oh, yeah, wow.
Whole stuff. Last week I threw in NCAA basketball, so I figured I'd throw it back out there again.
Let me see.
So, start one, bench one, cut one. This NCAA, it's about, it ain't they pro careers, they college careers.
Kevin, Jamie Brandon, or his other boy that played for Thornton.
Come on, man. You're not finna come in my boy, man. He just came off a birthday month, so I'm not gonna let you do that.
There you go.
Magic Johnson.
We can't find a jersey in your closet though, but here we go. Go ahead.
Magic Johnson, Michigan State, Larry Bird, Indiana State, and David Robinson, Navy. Start one, cut one, bench one.
They played together in the finals. Why would you put them two together? That makes no sense.
Right, it really don't. But
think.
for the sake of
it makes you think. Lefty, I'm gonna let you go first.
Hey,
I know I'm gonna go. I'm
gonna start Larry Legend. I'm gonna start Larry Legend.
You're just fool.
I'm gonna bench Magic, and I'm gonna cut Robinson. And Magic's my favorite player all time. Well, Bird in Indiana State. Look, it's Indiana State. Let's come on now. So that's mine.
Well, I'm gonna go next, and I'll let Kevin have the floor. I agree with Damani. I'm a star Bird. I'm a star Bird. I'm a bench Robinson, and I'm cutting Magic.
Ooh.
I mean, hey, it's just as simple as that.
Whoa.
Damn.
Hey, Larry Legend in 1991 did what your boy Tatum did the other day. In 1991, 35, 8, 15, and 5 assists in 91. He came in 79. I'm starting Bird.
KDL, you seem to disagree. Where you going?
That's a classic. If I know nothing about basketball was a person.
What?
But I just need to know that. Y'all know I'm starting Magic Johnson. Y'all know that in the dough. Of course you are. Y'all know that.
Of course.
I'm a bench Bird. Goodbye, David Robinson. Like this is not even. This ain't even debatable. That ain't even. Bird and Magic goes nowhere. No disrespect, David Robinson, but you're in the wrong category.
Disrespected David.
He put in work.
I like the dude. He cool with me.
Magic had a whole
Magic
team
and Bird.
Michigan State. Magic had
Magic
a whole
and Bird.
team. Dude, Magic had a whole team. And Bird played by himself at Indiana State. I don't even care. You name another player he was with? No.
None of the starting
Larry
five
Bird,
at
the game
Indiana
before
State even scratched the draft.
he put up 40 almost on DePaul the game before that, and they had
Who
3
was
Hall of
who was
Famers.
who was the biggest star? Who was the biggest star?
We said in college though.
This
You
is
talking
college.
about college?
They college
I
career.
wasn't talking about pros.
College.
Yeah.
College.
This they college career.
Okay.
You gotta cut Magic. You got
What?
to.
Dang,
In
cut.
college?
You
I'll
cut Magic Johnson?
In college,
You
yes.
talking about the dude that won the national championship?
With 5. Do you know he had on that team?
It ain't his fault.
Oh, okay. Who the hell did David Robinson have
What
in
was
Navy
his fault?
when they made it to the tournament? Tell me, because I'll wait. Okay.
4 privates.
Right.
I don't understand how this is Magic's fault. Like I don't understand why Magic takes the blame because Michigan State did a better recruiting job. So it's Magic Johnson's
Because
fault.
the Navy and
Why?
Indiana State are trash since them 2 players left in basketball. Will you make him understand that, the body?
Right.
So because
All
they
right.
couldn't recruit, it's Magic's fault.
We're gonna agree to disagree on this one. We're gonna move on. I got some QBs out there for you. Joe Montana, Dan
College?
Marino, and Troy Aikman.
In college?
No. This is QB. We'll move on. Stay with me, man. Stay with
Say which way we were going with it.
QBs.
You said who?
Joe Montana, Dan Marino, Troy Aikman, their NFL careers. Let me just break it down.
Now this is stupid. Now come on.
I'll let you go first since you over there huffing and puffing.
You start Joe. You bitch Marino and you cut Aikman. I don't care how many championships he got. Are you hot? Come on. That goes without fail.
Come on, man. Troy put in work, bro.
Man, Notre Dame's finest, bro.
Troy put in work, and you can't deny that of him, man.
Joe
Left.
4-0 in the Super Bowl. Stop.
Where you going,
Me?
Left? Yeah.
You know what? Only because
Don't you do it.
look,
Don't
I've
you do
got
it.
so much. I had it changed my whole thought of this dude and what he did to my '85 Bears. That defense. I'm starting Dan Marino.
What?
Forget the rings. I'm starting Dan Marino.
It's based on careers, though.
I'm a bench. Marino had a healthy career. Look at the numbers. He ain't got
Yeah.
the rings, but the number wise, Marino's a monster. I'll bench Joe and cut Troy. I mean, you should have gave Dan Marino Jerry Rice. Man, come on now. Come on now. Joe Clayton they were straight. Are you the one of them considered like legendary receivers, like Hall of Famers?
Like Rice and Taylor?
Like Rice, Taylor, what was the tight end? Clark, Dwight Clark. If you gave them Dan Marino, if Dan Marino had that staff, come on now. Nah. So yeah,
But he
Yeah.
did. But he did. Like
Right.
we basically go careers, bro. You gotta look. This is a very bad look for me to agree with Sly. But you gotta
Those are
start
facts.
the man that was 4-0 in Super Bowls.
Without fail.
The man was 4-0. We basing this on careers, not potential. Right?
It's not potential. Look at
Now, I will say Marino, without benching, he ain't off the team. And goodbye, Mr. Concussion. Goodbye. Like, you don't fit this. You got Joe Montana and Marino. That's the only reason I'm starting with you. Y'all basing it on careers. That man got 4 Super Bowls. I got to go with Joe Montana.
Right.
Marino was a bad boy. I agree. So I'll bench him. And even though Troy got what, 4 rings, 5, whatever,
3.
3.
Right.
All right, well, 5 on that list.
All right. Let's move on down to the linebackers.
Linebackers.
Dent,
Yeah.
Sapp,
They
White.
was all on the front line. They weren't
wait, who?
I'm
That was
sorry.
in, bro.
My bad.
D
I'm
Lamb.
looking at my notes. D. Lyman,
Okay. Dent.
Reggie White, Warren Sapp,
What?
Richard Dent.
What? Yeah. Man, dude.
Come on, KDL.
Dude, that's the dude without fail.
Kind of a no-brainer, man. Like Reggie White starts.
Gotta be without fail.
Ed benched, and Sapp. You know what? I'm gonna be respectful. I'm gonna cut him. I can say so much about Warren Sapp. Like, he didn't lost, But come on, man, Reggie White.
Well, Reggie White starting benching Dent, and the dude that like to buy sex, he gone.
See,
Damn.
I said I was gonna be nice. I didn't say all I said was I cut.
He gone.
Sly,
I could have said a lot, but I didn't.
come on, Sly.
Come on, Lefty. Come on, Lefty.
Hey, it's unanimous, man. That's same here. Reggie White, then Sapp.
Well, Sapp get cut just for that outfit he had on the other night.
I think you should have threw another D in that up. Sapp was a tackle. Sapp was a D tackle, so he wasn't gonna have the numbers he had. But also keep in mind, Dent played with a Hall of Fame front line too. McMichael, Hampton. I mean, he had some dogs on that line.
The jet black dude.
Will Marshall. You call him Jet Black?
Jet Black, baby.
All right. Power forwards. Going NBA now. Rasheed Wallace. Sean Kemp. Amari Stoudemire. Lefty.
Damn. First of all, I don't like this group, but
right. What kind of
I gotta throw a curveball in there.
I'm starting Rasheed, man. North Carolina's finest. That's my boy, Rasheed. I gotta start Rasheed.
Absolutely.
I don't know, man. You can kind of pick and choose with Amari and Kim. They were, highlight reels, whatever. For the sake of it, I'll just bench. I'll bench Kemp and cut Amari for the sake of it. But you can flip that either way with them two. But I'm starting Rasheed over them three.
KDL.
I got a star sheet. I'm a bench. I'm a bench Kemp. Excuse me. I'm a bench Amari. I'm gonna cut Kemp.
Damn, Kemp getting no love from y'all.
Phoenix Suns Amari was a beast, bro.
Well,
Like,
I'm a
Phoenix
star
Suns Amari
Rasheed.
was a beast.
I'm a star Rasheed because I'm a North Carolina fan, of course. I'm a bench Amari, and then I'm gonna cut Mr. No Pullout.
What? Oh man,
Sly forgot about that.
Come on, man. For real,
Mr. No Pullout.
And he get cut for getting $100 million contract and gaining 120 pounds.
Right, he gained weight. Like, he was eating good during that contract.
Damn. He just said, "Bring all the steaks you can. Keep them coming."
Pay me in steak and potatoes.
Right.
All right, we're gonna hit a little point guards right now. Chauncey Billups, Tony Parker, and Kenny Smith. Sly.
Oh my God. Well, I gotta go out of that group. I gotta go. You say Chauncey Billups.
Tony Parker.
I'm starting Tony.
Kenny Smith.
I'm starting Tony. I'm benching Kenny, and I'm cutting Phillips.
Wow. KDL.
I got to start Tony Parker.
Yeah, of course. Shit.
I'm a bench Kenny. Goodbye, Mr. Big Shot.
Exactly. You got to.
Anyway, Kenny was a bad boy back in the day, man. Like, he wasn't no major scorer or nothing, but he,
Shit, North Carolina's finest, baby.
Come on, Left.
I'm starting Tony, benching Chauncey, and I'm gonna cut Kenny.
No.
Forget about Kenny, man, back in the day, bro.
Yeah, I think y'all forget Chauncey Billups, bad boy, man.
He was.
Offense and defense, Chauncey was a bad boy. I mean, this
Colorado's finest.
It's just the order.
Colorado's finest.
Boys, but
yes, he was.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna throw some centers in there. You got Ewing, Mourning, and Vlade Divac for shits and giggles. KDL.
Mourning, Ewing, goodbye, Vlade.
Damn, that's one of your Lakers greats.
Oh man, not in that list.
You got to reverse though. I got to start Ewing, bench morning, and cut Votty. Ain't no fucking way you gonna start morning over Ewing. You got to be high.
Zoe was a bad boy, man. Not saying Big Pat wasn't. Not saying Big Pat wasn't. But
you're crazy as hell.
Lefty?
I would Sly. I 100% agree. Start Ewing, bench morning, and cut Blotty, unfortunately.
Now he need to get fired because Georgetown ain't won a game since KDL was in Houston last year.
Well, they're not gonna fire him, dog.
Come on, man.
They're not gonna fire him. They're gonna ask him to resign.
I say this last one. Strickland. Rod Strickland. Mookie Blaylock.
Ooh.
And Kenny Anderson.
God.
Left.
We talking college or NBA?
You get you the whole college.
Put them together. Don't matter.
God damn. Whoo. Okay, fine. I'm going with Rod starting. I'm benching Blaylock and I'm cutting Kenny. Man, that's tough.
I'm starting Rod, benching Kenny, and cutting Mookie.
No, Mookie was going to make you talk about.
I gotta agree. I'm gonna start Rod, benching Kenny, and goodbye Mookie, man. Kenny Anderson was a bad boy. You know, well, everybody know Rod. Kenny Anderson was a bad boy, man.
But Blaylock, Mookie, man.
But if you combine,
you know what? It ain't no disrespect.
But if you combine college NBA, Mookie didn't have a great NBA career. He didn't have a good NBA career.
Well, if you combine them, then yeah, you're right.
Yeah, I give you that one, Lefty.
If we
Mookie was a bad boy.
We got a little bit of an argument. Mookie was a bad boy in college. Mookie was a bad boy.
Strictly, man. God.
Underrated.
But win the big game though at DePaul.
Hey, I'll tell you this, KDL. Kenny was a bad boy at G Tech, man.
Yes, he was.
My God.
Yes, he was. Yes,
oh my God.
Yes, he was.
Yes, sir.
Because he had Dennis Scott and what was the other kid?
Yeah, one of the Berries with him.
The other kid, the other guard that was
one of the Berries.
Yeah, one of the Berries with him.
Yeah, one of the Berries too.
With John.
Yeah.
Was it John?
It wasn't Brent the baby.
No, it was John then.
It was John.
Yeah, it was John.
Look, if you watch that documentary, Point Guards, it's something that said on there that Kenny was probably the best point guard out of New York ever.
Wait a minute now.
Wait a minute
now. They call him Mr. Chips.
You talking about Rod?
That point guard documentary. I'm just saying what they show in the documentary. Some of them said Kenny.
You talking about Rod? You talking about Mark? Man, you talking about dude? You talking about a lot of
watch that documentary, man. They talked about Kenny. Man, Kenny was a monster.
Was awesome. But look at, if y'all ever get some time, watch Mr. Chips. That's on Kenny and Kenny only. That, man, I was like, oh goodness. And then they always show the way he stood Bobby Hurley up on the break full speed.
Yeah.
And gave him that beard. Oh goodness. But Rod used to give MJ the fits.
Yeah, Rod was a bad boy.
Yeah.
Rod Strictly had. That's where Kyrie got them handles from.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, Rod Strictly.
That is his godfather.
Yeah.
That's his godfather.
So.
And give you the business.
Yeah. Rod had all around package. Finish around the rim.
Yes.
He was lost.
Quiet assassin.
And would never say a word.
Yep.
Wouldn't say nothing. Go out there and just kill you.
Because he was always high. But
you do have a point there, Lefty. You got a point. So, but I think he had some of his best games when he was. So, neither here nor there.
Till he lost to Georgetown, I cried like a baby.
Well, we got about 4 minutes left, man. So we're gonna get our parting shots in. KDL, I'll let you go first since you coming off this Capricorn high.
I want to thank everybody for tuning in. Per the usual, for the ride. Appreciate the comments and everything. Appreciate everybody personally, man, that kicked it with me during Capricorn season. Came to the party with me. Appreciate all the love, man. Had a hell of a birthday. Wrapped it up with my daughter, a couple friends. It's all good. So appreciate the love.
Sly.
Hey, you know what? Hey, man, I want to say thanks for everybody coming out. I should be on here next week doing it again. Hey, but everybody need to come out to mod at Waddle Lamone's. We doing something, man. We got something going on for the games, man. Everybody come out, or at least, come show your face, man. Fellas doing it as usual. Big.
Yep, same here, man. Tomorrow, ELs, raffles, how we do it, cash prizes, strip cards. We'll have a little something for you to snack on, a little food there. So yeah, it's gonna be a good time, man. NFL playoffs is always big for the fellas. Y'all know, of course, our annual Super Bowl party coming up. Details coming soon on that. And get your sign up on for Costa Rica. October ain't that far away. It's coming. It's gonna be a movie. It's gonna be a movie. And to all the people that tune in every week, man, good looking out, love the support. Thank you. And we survived Capricorn season again.
And if it's a movie, they must be following KDL with cameras.
Hey, listen. Hey, if you don't know SmokeFellas, you see the plug out there, gonna be in Costa Rica with our man DJ Silk. Man, if you want a movie, a Stone Cold Groove, reach out, get your tickets, man, because it's gonna be one hell of a
week.
Right, October 5th through the 10th. So man, get in where you fit in. And Kev, as you always say, if you ain't there, you ain't nowhere.
Ain't nowhere.
Hey, Sly,
nowhere.
We in the building, baby.
In the building.
Hey man, I did see this last comment. I think this is from I mean House, Phillip Rivers, Eli Manning, Andrew Luck. Real quick, Sly.
Trash, garbage, recycle bin.
Got another guy taking a shot at the Giants. Know why that was done.
Oh man. Hey man, I got a little I guess our bro Mr. Wheat, birthday weekend for him. Shout out to him, man. And as I always say at the end of the ride, where there's smoke,
There's
the fellas
in the building.
Oh.